on my iPad. I had a whole gimmick. Hold on. I had a whole gimmick. Okay. Now imagine you started the stream just now. Okay. Shh. Okay. Do I smell cute? I smell you. I smell you over here. I smell you over here. One day, I'll smell you correct. All right, so now things should be back to normal. Ugh, you know, I really need to work on my beginning of stream gimmicks. You know, I really need because was I just repeating myself that whole time? It's okay. It's okay. You only go up from here. I just need to get my beginning of stream gags down better. Hello, Geargay. Welcome to the late start. Welcome. How's everything going? We're playing Slay the Princess. By the way, nobody told me this game was like 8 gigs download. So my dumbass is like, oh, just install it right before stream. And it's just like 8 gigs. And I was like, ugh. So I figured I would delay a bit. But man, I need to find out a way. This is why, oh man, if I were rich, I would pay somebody to do all this tech stuff to set me up right away. So I can just be like, ooh, I can focus on entertaining. I want to do intro gags. And I fuck it up every time, chat. Every single time. How is it 8 gigabytes? Isn't this an NDVN? Yes, it is. Anyway, let's play it. Let's play Slay the Princess. I don't know how long this game is. Hopefully it's more than 3 hours, so we can actually play it. Hopefully I'm okay over here. Okay. All right. Let's play Slay the freaking Princess. I'm waiting for it to load. Hold on. We need a new capture. Now I'm gonna disappear for just a second, okay? Don't panic. I don't know how loud this game is gonna be, so... Don't panic, I'm still here. Let me just, we have object permanence, okay? I'm right here, baby. Don't panic, okay? Wait, let me just, where is the thing? Oh, there it is, whoops. Okay. This is Slay the Princess. This is... There. This is a horror game. It is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects, as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. Well, we're all Path of Exile players, so we are used to parallax all day, every day. Also, Arcane from League of Legends. The game League of Legends too. There's a lot of parallaxing going on. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences, which we will not. We will play the game in its rawest form. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Motion sickness? No worries. I've played Seismic Trap based. Okay. Let me just pull up one more thing on my phone so I could see you guys there. Should I turn my lights off? Nah, the tracking would have an issue. Okay, let's go. Oh. Do I dare look at anything? I don't even want to look at anything else. I don't want to get spoiled. Preferences maybe? Okay. I can't click full screen, unfortunately. Boil effects? Oh, Jesus. Okay, well. Oh, baby. Oh, real quick, preferences. I never understood the skipping thing. Does this mean skip until I've seen unseen text? I don't really understand how this works in these visual novels. Probably skip anything that's unseen text is what we're gonna have to do later if we do this whole all ending situation, which I don't know if we will, but we'll see. Okay. Correct, skip until new text. Let's not do that for now, because they might do the thing like in Stanley Parable where like the beginning repeats, but it's like on purpose, but we'll see. Here we go. Slay the Princess. Let's go, baby. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. My fat head's in the way.
You're on a path in the woods.
Voice acted.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I didn't know this game was voice acted. Ooh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Oh, choice already. Save. Okay, so. Wow, I know exactly what engine they used for this game. Just by looking at the save menu, it's like, oh, okay. I know what engine you used. No wonder this is 8 gigabytes. They didn't compress their audio. Flocks. Oh, did you look into it? Oh, sweet. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this with the text being cut off? Good, high quality game. Ooh, there is parallaxing. Okay, so when it comes to these visual novels, obviously if you play enough of them, you get a vibe for like what choice goes down what path. The way I like to play visual novels the first time is I just pick it like I'm the main character and I'm gonna ask questions that I want to on the idea that we're not going on any set path, which usually means we get the worst ending, but let's see. I would never ask the first one because I'm in the fictional world, you know? Killing the princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wow, this game is giving me a lot of Stanley Parable vibes. Oh, whoa, you can scroll. Okay. The power. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. No. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Oh. Her wealth didn't come from hard work. Eat the rich. Ah. Okay, I think that's all my questions for now.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Why would the princess be in a freaking log cabin in the middle of nowhere?
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, you're voicing me now. Okay, game. Jeez.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I wanted to speak. You can tell it's a blade because it's the only thing on the screen that doesn't have a wiggle wiggle. You see like the door frame, it's like wiggle wiggle wiggle. Not here though.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Take the blade, enter the basement. Well, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. We enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
This is the easiest Let's Play I've ever done.
A hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay, so before we continue, what do we think the twist is gonna be? The narrator obviously is trying to give us, the game is trying to give us vibes that the narrator is the bad guy, right? It's very heavy-handed. and it's trying to, like, not gaslight us, that's the wrong word, but it's definitely poisoning the well for whatever the princess is gonna argue when I attempt to kill her. If she has her back to us, I'm just gonna go in for the stab and just do that, whatever ending that would rot. I'm interested to see how they change it, because if it's just the narrator is the bad guy, that'd be kind of boring because it's already like super obvious, but we'll see.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Tra-la-la. Girl
She
things.
sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. I would say it.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Well, I mean, I gotta be honest.
You walk down the stairs.
Oh, she's
and
cute.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why does she only have one arm chained? Why do they only have one arm?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
You know, you have to be careful only chaining women up with one arm, because you might get like a Saw situation, you know? Like, if you do both arms, then you just remove that anxiety in your life.
Focus
you know?
on the task at hand.
Oh, I have the knife on my cursor. That's cute.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Pokey. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. Well, I feel like we should kill her because we just don't have any information.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
She does not sound her age.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's threatening.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
All right. So I know this game has multiple endings. I think we're just gonna go for the kill. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. All right, let's slay the princess. Game title.
You lunge forward without
Jesus.
a moment's hesitation.
Violence warning, I guess, is coming.
You feel
Oh my
flesh
God.
easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Why do her eyes have to be fucking Clannad eyes? Oh, it's so violent.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Oh, you're a zombie.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes.
Oh,
Even as she
she's
lays
actually
there
dying.
she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Chat, I swear to God, if this game has jump scares, ugh. Yeah, buddy, there's gonna be a lot of content warnings for this game. Really? Austinite, hello, I haven't seen you here before.
But is it over? Really over?
When you put 074 at the end of your name, did you think long and hard about that? Or is that just like the easiest numbers for you to remember because you're 74 years old? I don't know. Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. Let's play the oblivious honest moron, because obviously we're not going to end the game after one playthrough, but I just wanted to see what happens if you just listen to the narrator. You know, you just do everything he says. So
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your
Oh.
way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we did.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Okay.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Is that the whole ending? No, there's got to be a twist, right? There's always a twist.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Oh. Okay. So, in my experience interpreting fiction, okay, whether it be movies or shows or whatever, ambiguous endings should be read metaphorically. Obviously, we still have more to go in the ending, but when it's ambiguous like this, that means it's metaphorical. So what would the princess represent, we think? I think so far in our, 5 minutes of playing the game, after we just ran up and just stabbed the princess, I think the princess represents so far Earth, the world, consciousness. I don't know. I'll have to see.
What happened?
Ambiguous means the author's a coward. False. Have you ever seen the movie Annihilation? Annihilation is one of my very favorite horror movies ever. It's so good. It's so just excellently made. And the ending is ambiguous, but it's like metaphorical. I really like it.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Who would the narrator represent then? That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. Oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I will say Stanley Parable has definitely had the more immediate just impact than this game. This game might be more of a slow build.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Oh, we're talking to the actual hero. Oh, sweet. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Of course we are. I like it here. Let's do the exploration option.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Well, we're doing everything he says, so... Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
No, but I want to watch it. It's right up my alley. Ooh. Depends. Do I have a laptop with Path of Building? I'm happy. Oh, just Path of Building the rest of your life? Good ending! Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone. Hear that, chat? This is what I hear every morning when I go and get ready for work. The applause of everyone. Yay! Oh, this is... Okay. Sweet! So that was the basic bitch route. Okay, we go in, we stab the princess, we do everything the narrator says, happy ending. Amelia Jones? I know who that is. I wonder what Amelia Jones did. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist for you. Oh, okay. No! Okay, let's play it again. This time, we're going to be skipping to unseen text. I guess I also saved it at the first choice. That probably would have been better, but whatever.
You're on a path. You're here.
Okay. So let's do, okay, so now that we know what happens if we just stab and do everything the narrator says, we get a happy ending. The world ends. Okay, let's remember a few things as we go through the other endings to really give this game a fair shake, because I've heard good reviews. That means I'm going to have high expectations for the narrative of the game. The princess, from what I can see, represents, for lack of a better word, the world. It could be that she represents opportunity, independence, consciousness. There's a lot of things she could represent. It's very vague right now, but she represents something metaphorically. The narrator seems to just want the game to end with no questions asked. He's obviously the real antagonist here. It's very heavy-handed. I just don't know why. And I don't know if we are playing the game of like metaphorical like things and ideas that these characters represent. I don't know what the voice of the hero represents. Maybe the self or the idea of like you, and the narrator could be like the equivalent of like a devil on your shoulder, or maybe like ambition. I don't know. We've got a lot of questions to answer. There's a lot of things these characters could be if they go the metaphorical angle. Oh, new options. Oh, new options. Hold on. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la revolution. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ah, vague. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Now this question makes more sense, because killing her actually brought about the end of the world. So, this seems more like a subversion of VNs and their narrative, like DDLC. Vive la revolution!
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, so interesting. So killing her does bring about the end of the world. We know this now. So why is he lying? Oh, look, I'll go into the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Let's just silently continue to the cabin. Let's see. I don't want to confront the narrator yet.
Path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I don't think it's time to confront the narrator. I want to act a little bit like we're gonna have to start pushing and prodding, but I don't want to do a direct confrontation yet.
Before you go any further, she will lie. She will cheat.
Yep.
We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Yeah, we've already seen a lot of this. We're gonna go in. We are going to pick up the dagger.
The cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade.
Okay, let's pick up the dagger, but we're not actually gonna kill her.
You take the blade from the table.
Okay, let's see what happens if we actually talk to the princess.
Creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Hi, I'm just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. I don't want to do just checking in on you, because that implies like I'm one of her captures, and I'm worried that's gonna like have a conversation on the stairs where like she thinks I'm one of her captors, and I don't want to open that can of worms yet. So, hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Okay, so before we stole our nerves and stepped forward. So what are our options here? What? No way. Why would you even think that? Because I just told her. Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Say I haven't decided yet. We'll go from instant murder to just, maybe she could swing us out of it.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
It is interesting that her first instinct is to disarm me.
Don't
That's a
you
little.
dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Let's. The thing is she puts us in like a position where if we do tighten our grip, is she even gonna talk? She might just be like, well, if you're gonna kill me, and that would like ruin the whole point here. So let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Okay, I want
Against
answers.
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess.
Well, I mean, you didn't have to step forward, but okay.
Unarmed.
Am I gonna have to strangle her?
We'll be
Oh
fine.
God.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay, blade on the floor. Gotcha.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? What kind of autistic response is that? Don't say this. Ugh. How would I get you out of here? I don't want to release her yet. We don't know if she's the good person yet. We just know that she represents, well, let me put it this way. We don't know if she's a good person, right? We just know that killing her brings about the end of the world, but that is not an indication that she's a good person. So we're not just going to release her, you know? She said it was a relationship. Oh, just vibe check her, ask her about the Pinkerton situation. Based. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Let's start with that, because that's what she knows about me. I was here to kill her.
Do you?
Is that my neighbors? Oh, I'm not that loud. You're apparently going to end the world. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter. Lie. No, we're not gonna lie. She seems like she could see right through that. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Listen, lady, you are not in a position to negotiate, okay? Okay, so she didn't want to, like, explore that. So this is kind of a game of, like, negotiation where I give a little, she gives a little. Is that what kind of this is turning into? Okay, let's start with your name. And if she says, what is your name? I'm gonna be like, God damn it.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or
Ah.
Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, okay.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I don't think the narrator's wrong. I don't think we can trust her. But if you turn it around here, it kind of makes sense, right? Like, if we go away from the metaphorical and toward, like, she's a literal person as a character, right? It kind of makes sense from her position why she would, like, not trust us, right? We go in with a knife, we drop the knife, and then we want to talk, but she's imprisoned, right? We don't know anything else about her. She doesn't know anything about us. It kind of makes sense why she'd be cautious about giving information, right? Because if I wanted to kill her, I would have already killed her, right? How would I get you out of here? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Was she gonna chop off her hand like Saw?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Well, no, let's continue. Are we just gonna stop there? Okay, there's a knife. Oh God. I guess for lack of better options, I really hate this comment. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? No, I'm not even gonna say it. Fuck that.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. I'm gonna get you out of here, examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. Oh, this seems like an important little branch, huh? That's a good question. Where do we go from here? I don't want to let her escape. This seems like it would open a big can of worms that I don't want to open. I wouldn't let her go here. Because again, we don't know if she's the good guy yet, okay? If there is such thing as a good guy or a bad guy in this game. We can all agree the narrator's a dick, but maybe he's not wrong. What if killing her brings about the end of the world, but also releasing her brings about the end of the world? What if it's a game where like... What if it's a game where there's... God, I'm trying to think about this metaphorically. What if this is a game where everybody has very dark and foreboding feelings, and sometimes the best answer to address those feelings is to not actually engage with them one way or the other, and just to keep them to yourself and never actually share them, etc., etc. If that's the case, it seems like I wonder if the best ending to this would be just leave her imprisoned and just leave. So in that regard, let's keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
I like how the text changes, so now she's like angry at you.
And if you don't,
I'll kill you.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Or that.
You have to make a choice.
No, you have to kiss her.
Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Okay. Slay the princess. Okay, let's get you out of here. I've made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Okay.
You're making a mistake.
I hope I don't
Return
accidentally
your back to
discover the true
princess
ending right now.
And make your way to the stairs.
I hope this isn't like the true ending path I'm going down.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Wait, did we leave the blade on the ground?
Don't think she's bluffing.
Oh, wait, I left the blade on the ground. Oh, I wonder if that's gonna fuck me.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. There are no wrong endings. Good luck. This game is longer than you think. Oh, okay. Kind of hype.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
So, I think if I did this again, I would have not put the blade on the ground. I would have just walked down and did everything else the same, because I think putting the blade on the ground has to change something about this, right? Like, you wouldn't just let me do that and then just abandon it. Something's gonna happen. Either she has a blade or something.
Locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
I do hope this game kind of turns into a long form, like, conversations with each other kind of deal.
Before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Oh no! Do we have a code saw? Is this code saw? Do we have a Gordon? is this a code Gordon? A game where you apparently have important decisions. It had no impact in the end. No.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long.
Jesus.
Anyways.
Ow.
It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
The door wouldn't stop her though, right? Also, that's door knocking. Jesus.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Does the door need to be so loud? Oh my god.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
So, okay, let me turn down the volume for a second because that door stomping, Jesus. Okay, let's think about this for a second. I locked her in the downstairs. I'm trying to bring this back to metaphorical because I don't think this is like a character-driven story. I'm trying to think about what the princess represents now that we have more information, because we still have to play out this ending, but give me a second while we have the pleasant sounds of a door being broken into. So when we killed her, the world ended, basically. And that's her. So I think that she represented some sort of like consciousness or the world, or maybe you on the like personality, maybe? Personality is what that represents, creativity. Now, when we keep her locked up in our subconscious, deep in our subconscious, we lock her in the basement, okay? She now comes back with a vengeance and is very angry and much scarier than before and much stronger. So maybe I am going back to this idea that the princess represents like the darker side of you, you know, like the part of you that you generally lock away. But let's play. Oh, threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Oh my god, that door is so loud. So all of this was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent and harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Yeah, let's go with the first one.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
Okay. Kind of lets credence to the unconscious idea.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Oh,
You
thank
jolt
you.
awake in the middle of the night to
Jesus.
silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Or maybe this is a character-driven story? No, not that I see so far. It seems very metaphorical. Okay.
Where is she?
Don't be a jump scare. That's like the one thing I don't want.
Thanks for helping
that's
me
not
get out
bad.
of that awful basement.
That was pleasant. I'll take it.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
I think that was a very important line we just heard. He has a duty to uphold the truth, okay? I think that's a super important line because it means that he's not necessarily lying to us. So, not killing her will bring about the end of the world. Okay.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer.
Jesus.
One silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Okay, not very princess talky, but all right.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I was about to make a joke that she's kind of hot, but I can't think of anything that's like, she's too much frog. You know, she's got that little like gecko thing going on with her eyes where it's like one eye's over here and then one eye's over here. She's kind of got that effect going on.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is.
How violent is what we're about to see? I'm expecting big violence. All right.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, that's it. Oh, sweet. Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Wait.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So it's not chapter 1, it's chapter 2. Okay, so this is still the same path. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, so we're still on the same path. I gotcha. Okay. But I died. What am I doing here? Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, so I'm becoming like self-aware.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Shh. What if he hears us?
Voice of the paranoid?
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Oh. So, I retain memories, but the narrator resets? Okay, so this is very unlike Stanley Parable then, because it's Stanley Parable, the narrator was very conscious of every time you reset and every like decision you make, you know? Whereas in this game, I wonder if the narrator accepts like weird things happening on its face, but is still obligated to tell the truth, you know? Okay. You got it? Ah! Narrative discussion. Critical thinking. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, that all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
He's gonna say, then you have failed in slaying the princess, and that's what she's good at. This is just another example of how you should kill her. Or you didn't kill her, and you've set yourself on a path that you're going to regret. Either way, proceed to the cabin. He's gonna say something like that, I think.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Oh, I get it. The world ending is the game. If you rescue the princess and she escapes, the game ends, and that's the end of the world. Oh, it's It's not metaphorical, it's just a function of narrative. Ah.
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
Oh, and he doesn't realize I can end the world.
Anyways, I believe your other question was
Wonder if
something
that's
along
the
lines
angle.
of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Ah, but we're in chapter 2, so there's gonna be a little carryover, huh?
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
What do we think happened? She made us go numb. She said she wanted to torture us and tear us apart piece by piece. The narrator is the one who said we died, right? We didn't actually see any death, right? She didn't actually kill us by our own witness, right? The narrator just said, I never lie, you have died. But he also said he's obligated to not tell a lie, not necessarily to always tell the truth, right? So what if she just made us, I think there's something to do. I think she either like,
Do you think
I think
people
the
there
princess is in control
happily ever
still.
after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us?
To kill her.
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Let's talk about this, princess. Hey, I think we should keep exploring this option, you know?
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse. Yeah, let's go with the second one.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Dismissive. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? Oh, okay. Is this gonna be the ending where we like question everything? I wonder if it's too soon. Let's save it here. I kind of want to come back to this one day, but this is, I don't want to confront the narrator yet, you know?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Again, I don't want to be confronting, so I guess we will go for the first option then.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Oh, that's the fun of fiction, though. You do get to overcomplicate it. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative.
Good
Why are
man.
you trying to manipulate us?
I was about to say, like, that's a very me thing to say. It's, okay, so I've taken personality quizzes before, and my defining personality trait is neuroticism. So I feel like the voice of the paranoid is right up my alley, you know?
I don't know, I kinda like being special. Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here.
You can generally explore without making a decision. Most decisions are very crucial, though. Oh, thank
I'm
you.
not
Actually
goading you
helpful.
into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
The music is getting deeper. Oh shit. Yeah, but what's the princess's sign? Maybe your horoscopes are compatible. Oh, is she a Libra?
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
He's right that we don't trust each other, but it's not because he doesn't trust us that I don't trust him. It's more like he feels very manipulative. Okay, that's what I think.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already.
All right, narrator, calling out the neuroticism. Okay, correct word.
Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Ooh, do we turn around and leave or proceed to the cabin? Here we're gonna save it because I think what I'm gonna do is leave. I'm gonna listen to the paranoid voice.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. Fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and slay the princess. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. Guess we'll see. A lie, I guess I know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna walk into the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Let's just go nope, because that was my actual answer.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Am I gonna circle back to the cabin?
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads
kind of
to the
figured.
cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay, I'm gonna look into the cabin, sheesh. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Okay.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we?
I don't want to get jump scared. Ah!
It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
Okay. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant... Oh, I don't want to get jump scared! There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers lay claws across glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Ooh. Well, I don't want to have to repeat all that for the other endings, so let's What would a paranoid person think? Let's do this is a nightmare. Wake up. No. Embrace the thoughts. Sounds cozy. Evie Eves, hello. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to talk with you again. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Return to your destined path or face the consequences. Denial.
You're on a path in the woods.
You'll know it when you see it. The real
cabin.
Slay the Princess starts
And
here.
in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Those were Steam achievements. Okay, so let's load. Okay, so we know what happens if we embrace it. That was, yeah, okay. So let's do, this is a nightmare wake up. I'm expecting a jump scare here, so bear with me. It's not. Oh, well, fuck. All right, well, there's the nightmare. You've begun the game, hooray!
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a
Okay,
princess.
let's free the princess now and see what happens.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. Is there any questions we should ask before we get in? I'm okay with the world ending.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Let's see. Let's silently continue. Let's not pick up the knife. Ooh, should we pick up the knife? No, I don't want a code saw. Let's just,
The interior of the blade.
Okay, let's enter the basement without the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you.
Ooh, new options. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. Oh, that's weird. So I'm here to save you is twice, but one of them is a lie. Seems like lying is not the answer here. If there is a metaphorical lesson in all this, well, how about this? Before we continue, let's think about, before we click this option, let's think about where we're at. Killing her brings about the end of the world. Either, I'm thinking this is like metaphorical, not individual characters. Killing her, or whatever idea she represents, brings about the end of the world. That could mean she means consciousness. I'm thinking that she represents like either consciousness or like personality or something, just generic, like that part of you. The narrator, I think, represents society, and society wants you to kill that part of you for the greater good. I think that's what it's kind of leaning into, because when we chose to lock our personality or consciousness away and deep in ourselves for the good, well, no, society wanted me to kill it, not just lock it away. Maybe that is wrong then. You haven't tried saving her? That's what we're gonna do next. I'm just debating whether or not I want to lie about it and then save her, or just save her. What does the nightmare mean? So we walked away from our responsibilities, right? We walked away from the princess either because we were scared, probably because we were scared, or like paranoid about what could happen if we free her or go back and confront her again. We stepped into a nightmare where everything shredded apart, and hands felt our souls, and we felt the hands scraping against our soul, all trying to define who we were. Well, let's save her and see if this fills out the last like triangle of the narrative, you know?
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
So obviously this is going to bring about a bad ending, but still. You technically avoided the nightmare by walking away. The hands were not the nightmares. That's all I can say about spoiling. I mean, we still have a lot of endings to explore to really unlock the full narrative here. You know, we're only an hour in. I feel like we still got a lot more to go. So that wasn't the nightmare. That was just an experience of walking away,
down
huh?
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Okay, obviously letting her go is going to bring about like the worst ending, I think.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk of it first. I'll see what I can do. Examine the change. If I talk to her, she's gonna be pissed at me, isn't she? Just based on my interactions with either her, the character, or her, whatever she represents, it seems like any amount of like, let's try to understand what's going on brings about like wrath or fury.
Okay.
Jesus, the fucking clan had eyes. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently bringing about the end of the world. What if you're going to do if I let you out of here? What are you going to do if I let you out of here? That seems like a good question.
The princess hesitates before responding.
What is she gonna say based on everything we know so far? I think she's gonna be vague. I think she's gonna be like, you do not question a monarch, right?
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Okay, well, let's not fill in the gaps, all right? Don't be a shrimp, okay?
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Oh, she's challenging us. Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. I feel like the truth is like the one thing this game is like trying to get me to like find, right? That really matters here.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Well, I mean, I would believe you. Oh, that's it? What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. Yeah, smooth. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up. Let's see the food and drink situation.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Okay, this just confirmed to me that it's all metaphorical. Like, she represents like some part of like who we are or some other idea. This just means like, okay, if it's metaphorical, dude, why are you thinking about how she's eating or drinking? Like, she represents like an idea. Okay, that just confirmed that to me.
Actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
No, she's an idea, not a person. Okay, smooth. Okay, I don't want to come across like simpy. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Is there anything I want to ask before we do that? Yeah, let's get her out of here. Let's do the don't make me regret it, though. We got to be a little more assertive and not be so like, you're so beautiful, blink, blink.
You're only making this more difficult.
Oh, she's happy, though.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
I mean, the narrator really has a history, really does have a history of not lying to us. So I think this is going to be a bad ending, but I am curious what kind of bad ending we're going to get, you know?
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, well, short of like a code saw situation, I don't really know how we would get her out. I think this ending might be like she's gonna, I bet she's gonna be like, you're gonna bring down the knife and she's gonna be like, please, if you truly love me, chop off my arm. And then I'm gonna have to like saw off her arm or something. I'm betting that's gonna be like a thing we have to do here. Princess, have you seen the movie Saw? The first one, the good one. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I don't want to abandon her yet, because I think that's going to be like a problem. I wonder, I mean, obviously we haven't done it, but I wonder if like just leaving the basement causes problems after you enter into it. Because if this is a metaphorical situation, I don't really understand the metaphor yet. Metaphorically, diving down and interacting with the princess or whatever the princess represents metaphorically and leaving the basement or whatever that represents, the subconscious or something, maybe that's like something that happens and just the act of leaving it's a problem. So let's see if you have any other ideas. I don't think she's going to volunteer anything. Again, short of chopping off her arm. I don't think she's going to volunteer anything. She seems very not assertive, but I'm trying to think of the word. She's very not forthcoming with ideas, you know?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Oh, okay. Oh, she looks so happy.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh, shit. Oh my God, we're actually doing it.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
God, could I cut my own arm off just to like leave? I don't know if I could.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
So now we basically are the princess. Oh, is that going to be the ending? Is that we turn into the princess and we get our arm locked on the door? Oh, motherfucker. She's going to unlock her own thing and then we're going to get locked in there in her place, isn't it? Fuck. I know it. That's how it's already ending. Hey, let me out of here. Explore, try the door. Return to the bottom. Let's try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay. Let's return to the bottom. I don't want to shout. I know it's an explore option, which means, you know, whatever, but still.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Okay. So if we do this again, we're going to grab the blade and do everything again. I can't even bother to make myself my breakfast. I'd die if I had to cut my arm off.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Well, we could talk to her. Get an idea of what's going
The
on.
door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh my
hesitates
God.
before raising
Fuck,
her
it's a
arm
code
down
saw. Oh,
and
Jesus.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Fuck me. Wow, that is gory.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, save the princess. Okay, here's what I think is going to happen based on everything I've read so far. Okay? I think I think the story, the true ending, whatever you want to call it, I think it ends with somebody always being locked in the basement. Just based on the metaphor so far, I think there's two ways the metaphor could go. I think the metaphor could be this is a narrative criticism, or not a criticism, but it's like it's a story about stories, right? It's a story about narratives. And in that sense, it's a game kind of like the Stanley Parable, where it's like the choices you make, you know, they all matter, the journey, not the destination, all that shit, right? Or it's a metaphor for like the self, like the princess represents like personality and the narrator is like society and the basement's like the subconscious and all that shit. I think it is metaphorical. At this point, I know for sure because of the food and water comment, which is like, nobody gives a shit, right? Don't care about that. Don't pay attention. It's the wrong thing. I think that's the narrative pointing you in the direction of pointing toward metaphorical nature. I just don't know if it's like a metaphor about yourself or a metaphor about narrative, but it's one or the other. So let's save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Jesus.
You place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Okay, well, she's kind of cute, so I mean, it kind of vibes.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Okay.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly
she's
as
cute.
her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door. So at this point, we're on a path, so let's go.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stairs,
Whoa!
your body steps forward and
Okay.
raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Oh, look at my hand. Okay. Is this the first time I see my hand? Why do I look like a dick? I look like a troll. I wonder what that means. Is that my hand or the narrator's hand? Interesting. They never brought up his hand before. To me, it just looks like a troll or like it's not a man's hand, obviously. Bro has talons. I was gonna think like wolf or something.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
No. Oh, warn her. Oh, we gotta warn her. Save her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Okay, okay.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist? We should resist, right?
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Oh, she reads the situation. She knows what's going on. Okay, okay.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh my god, is she killing me? Oh, she's totally killing me, motherfucker.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Okay.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
You or her at this point? Oh.
Whatever. she sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, what the fuck? So
She doesn't know
violent.
how to use a knife, does she?
She doesn't know what she's doing.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I like how the bloodstains are parallax. That's kind of cool.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Interesting. So again, he can't lie. It seems like it's going to be like his downfall or something.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. We're still going.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Oh. Oh, it's still going. Oh, shit. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Okay. Okay. Let's save it here just in case.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last
Mitten.
time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
No, I don't want to be smitten. I want to be hero. No, I want to be smitten.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
I don't want to be
Then
in
you should know
love.
that we and the princess are in love.
Oh, God.
The four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Interesting. So every ending, mostly, we're going to have a voice that represents a different part of ourselves? Maybe that's too deep. Maybe it's just every time we get an ending, you get like a different part of you that wants to be like a certain thing. So before we had the voice of the paranoid, which was like a neurotic person because we were scared of the princess. And now we're in love with the princess. We have voice of the smitten. So there's probably like voice of the angry, voice of the sad, etc. Big of heart, dumb of ass. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. All this really happened. Why should I listen? Okay, we've already explored that, so let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie,
Oh.
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the smitten idea. I don't really like the idea of being in love with the princess. It was more of a...
I do, but I also speak
Not
from
that.
the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Jesus.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to the cabin. New animation? Or maybe I skipped it before.
The interior of the cabin is
different.
clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Interesting. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explorer, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. Okay, I want to save here. This seems pretty important. Let's ask about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Oh, he doesn't see the mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Why wouldn't he see the mirror? That's interesting. Usually, when it comes to like fiction and like metaphorical, whatever, archetypes, the mirror represents like the measuring of oneself, right? So maybe the narrator isn't capable of like gauging value of yourself. Gauging the value of you is what the narrator isn't good at. Maybe that's what it's trying to tell me. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter. Remain silent. Approach the mirror. Okay, approaching the mirror is obviously going to look at like a grotesque monster, but whatever.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know.
Feather?
We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Feather? Feather? We're a bird? Take the blade, enter the basement. Ooh, do we take the blade? No.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
We're not gonna fall in love with the princess. I have no interest in that at all. But, which means we're probably gonna not listen to the smitten.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far.
Yeah,
We
there you
barely
go.
even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Thank you, hero. Also, worth mentioning, we never really talked about it, but he is the voice of the hero, so maybe listening to him is the correct move, but he kind of just agrees with whatever I say mostly. But yeah, the voice of the hero, he is his own character, but he's not me, so maybe I need to make him like the actual hero? Yes, and metaphorically this means that critic analyzing Octopus Garden.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down.
Oh my gosh, she has a dress on.
With the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Oh, she changed. I wasn't expecting that. I thought because of the mirror comment, I almost wondered for a second if like the narrator and the princess would not see the differences and it's only me. But she changed too, which makes me think she's part of the environment more than she's like
Did you hear that?
the same level as like me or the
She said
narrator.
we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
What will you do now with the knowledge that you can change her?
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Not false.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Okay. So yeah, like we said before, the narrator doesn't ever remember a reset, but the princess and I do. Okay, interesting. So I guess if the goal of the game really is to just save the princess, then we would probably want to be in a situation where we deliberately tell her a plan that she follows through with, but we have to do it on a reset so the narrator doesn't know we made the plan. That seems like that would be like the way out, you know?
I can fix her, I can fix her.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
This is not hopping between the worlds, right? Because the princess remembers me. If the princess didn't remember me, I would say it's like a bunch of alternate universes, but she does, which implies this is just the same world being reset over and over and over again, I think.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on, if she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
The way he said ended the world, the way he said that, it reminded me of Doctor Who, from the episode, Don't Blink. Don't Blink? It's the one with the angels that like cover their eyes, and if you blink, they kind of materialize into existing and then they try to kill you. Like, that's a very Doctor Who-y kind of thing. The way he said ended a world, it sounds like the video. Doctor Who! Yes.
We never saw a world
Tennant.
end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
The Weeping Angel is such a cool creature. It was until like they redid the episodes. Have you seen some of the recent episodes with Weeping Angels? Cause didn't age too well. Blink was such a new episode, OMG. Have you seen any of the new Doctor Who stuff? The last Doctor Who episode I've ever seen was when the Irish guy got replaced by the older woman, and I have nothing wrong with Doctor Who being a woman, but I have never seen the new season because everybody stopped talking about it. I watched a lot of the David Tennant series. I watched a lot of the, is it Smith? The guy with the big forehead. I watched a lot of him. And then I watched a little bit, I watched like highlight clips of the Irish guy, but I haven't seen anything past that.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Okay, you killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. I think she gets it, right? She killed me because she knew I wasn't in control. So I guess I'll just ask her what happened after I died. Then again, does that give her too much information? Because she just knows I'm here to save her. She doesn't necessarily prove to me yet that she knew what happened last time. I wonder if my actions just really is like a different world, or at least I made it where she acts behaves a certain way, but there's no indication that she necessarily remembers me, right? Killed me last time and it hurt a lot. What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world? No. Okay, let's just ask, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh. Well, that was easy. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
God damn it!
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
I think this is gonna end with me taking her place. If like Smitten, I could imagine Smitten being like, Well, to save the wonderful princess, we must behold this antagonistic force onto ourselves, and we must bear these chains and burdens for this beautiful bride. Like, I think Smitten would have us jail ourselves instead of her. I feel like no matter what you do, you're going towards the same ending. It's just a matter of how fast by your choices.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
I must imbue the soul stone into my forehead.
It's extremely
Diablo
bizarre
reference.
behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make
Yeah, that
us
was
happy.
funny.
My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, not necessarily. Because I think it's our fault she is also smitten to us. So she's willing to say whatever we kind of want her to say, right? No, I don't want the world to end. Oh, actual choices. I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. Remain silent. Okay, I'm going to save it because I have a feeling that this is the correct answer. No, it's not. No, I don't want the world to end. It's just... if I say this, I'm going to end up in that goddamn shackle and I'm going to be pissed. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Yeah, she's just going to say whatever we
See,
want. Okay.
she didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
Okay, let's rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
Okay.
What? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Ah.
I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay, Smitten, let's not get crazy here, okay? Hold on. This is not your life you're ending here, okay? This is your dumbass is just in love, all right?
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh my god, we did slip it off her hand.
And gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
How does this end? I'm so confused. I could have sworn that it would have been like, to get me out of here, put your arm in the binding. So I don't know how this is gonna end.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Oh, please say end the world. That would be funny.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
Oh, here's the twist. I'm preparing for a jump scare. Oh, I'm ready for a jump scare right now.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Ooh, I think I want to kill you.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Pog? I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, let's leave. Let's give her a little agency. Maybe that's what she wants.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Okay, how does the gore happen? I am so mentally prepared for gore. I'm expecting her to squeeze her hand down as your fingers like separate apart, and she's like, ah ha ha. Like I'm expecting something like that. I love you so much, I'm gonna wear your skin.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, cute.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh, the narrator locked us in, that son of a bitch. Interesting. We didn't know that. That's something new. The narrator locks the door when we didn't know. It was kind of vague before. Okay.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Are we supposed to knock it down? Because let's see how consistent the story is. She told me, it's a shame I weren't free, because then we could both knock down the door, or both open the door. So I'm wondering if it's going to call back to that and be like, let's open the door together.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Okay, can we just... Smitten, can he just like jump off a bridge? I hate this character. I hate it in a good way. He's funny. I like this guy a lot. But man, this whole unrequited love nonsense, it's so unattractive. Is the narrator keeping you here because he doesn't want the game to end? No. He thinks that if the princess leaves, the story ends. I think that's what he means by the world. I think the world is the existence of the story in the first place. I think that's what it
Are you
means.
listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Good job, hero. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. It's a callback. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. No, that's a mistake. Okay. Let's open it together because that's what she said would happen if we did.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
Blech. I'm expecting gore at like anything. She's already chewed her arm off. Okay, so it's gonna get bad.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
See, she wasn't lying. She said we could open it together.
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Oh my god, the mirror. Wait. Oh, fuck. Is the mirror gonna be... No, I made the mirror go away. Oh, shit. Is this a true ending? Because I touched the mirror and it disappeared. I wonder if I didn't touch it, that would have mattered. Take the princess and slay the prince. Take the blade and slay the princess. Take the princess, slay the blade. Slam her on it. Ah! I'm not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Red flag. This is what she wanted. I explicitly chose the option that's like, we do what you want. You want to escape? Okay.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Your love will set you free. Steam achievement? Okay. Whatever happens, I don't have any choices left. I have the achievement.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Uh-oh.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Ugh. The fuck? But you didn't get a chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. The mirror? Okay.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
So the mirror comes back. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Approach the mirror. Let's just approach the mirror, I think. Calandra, you son of a bitch!
I'm begging you, don't do this.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Oh God. Oh, don't jump scare me. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you, the body. Oh, creepy. So that's what I look like, huh? Okay. More tame than I thought. I have wings. That's kind of cute. Because I don't know what you guys can see them. I can barely see them. There's like a wing here and a wing here. And we have like crouched legs. We have like a Fiddlesticks mask going on. A little bit of a Evasion Int hybrid mask going. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Ugh. Lewd! You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is an entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
So the hands... Okay, so the space away from the cabin is the long quiet. The hands reached into my soul and wanted another vessel. That's what they said. And this is the other vessel. Okay. The hands are like an entity. You're that thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel. Roll eyes. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Oh, so many questions I want answered. Okay. I really want to save it here because these are all questions I want answered. Okay. You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. No. Let's just go. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Oh, she's using her hands. That's cute. To like open her mouth. Solitary lights. What do you mean? We get the analogy. What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. What do you think I am? No. We'll say I don't know what I am because I'm like some weird bird creature. I know that's too literal, but you get it.
I think that you are like me,
Hmm?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Hold on, I'm thinking. Metaphorically, what does that mean? We are oceans reduced to shallow creeks. We are personalities full of emotion and personality filled with personality, etc., etc. We are people. And this game reduces us to very shallow creeks with very few choices. Is that what it's trying to tell me? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Interesting, interesting. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? No. Are you what trapped me in here? No. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? No, she's not the princess. I already know the answer to a lot of these. Do you know about the world beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Oh, they are different worlds. They're not like one world resetting over and over. Okay. Metaphorically, it means she's listening to too much David Gilmour era Pink Floyd. Hey, I like David Gilmour era Pink Floyd. Okay, give me that. Give me that end of Dark Side of the Moon. Something big turned into something small? Yeah, basically. Are you the princess? Obviously it's a no, but still.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. That was an accident. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Okay. Yeah, we already know what happened here. We already know what the gift is. She needs like an avatar. Is this the end of the world? That's a fair question.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Okay, never mind. All right, what happens now? Let's ask that. I don't want to destroy my body or anything.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
So the princess is is a creature of perception. So that's what she represents. She can make you forget if only you believe her to be able to. So going back to that idea that she just kind of wants whatever I want, and letting her go means she just trusts me and she just does whatever I want and believes whatever I want. She's talking about the multiverse. Oh, geez, sorry. Whoa, got a little puberty there. She's talking about the multiverse. She can make you forget if only you believe her to be able to. So by trusting her, she can help me reset the world. Okay.
Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, I get it now. That voice is the paranoid. We have to play through the fucking nightmare, because I just ran away from the woods. But by playing through the nightmare and playing into the voice, because this was the voice of the Smitten's ending, right? So basically, this is what happens if you listen to Smitten and you do his perfect ending. So if we go to the voice of the paranoid, but the voice of the paranoid wanted to run away from the cabin, and that's what I did. So maybe we have to go back in and then let the princess escape as the scary ghost? And then the hands will capture her then? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
By playing through anything, you will near the game's completion. Branches equal to perspectives. Yeah, I got that. So now this is making me think that we're going back to the idea of there isn't like multiverse. Now it's like it is being remade every time. Okay. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you? Let it be. Yeah, what is she gonna do? Because I understand that like bringing different perspectives unlocks more of the truth to me. Is that my payment, I guess?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Oh! A loving vessel, bring the damsel to her.
You're on a path.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna load. We're gonna load the scary branch and play through that. So, what happened here, on our first playthrough, we just killed the princess and did everything the narrator said and we got the happy ending, right? The second playthrough, we locked her in the basement and left, and then she killed us by numbing us, and then we reset. So I think we have to go back to here. Fuck. Wrong load. This one. Proceed to the cabin. Okay, so this is the nightmare. Okay, this is the, she killed us as a spooky, scary ghost.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Okay, so we're gonna listen to Paranoid this time. I think that's what we have to do. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
So the mirror, the narrator never sees, but we know that the mirror is a manifestation of that entity that needs different perspectives in order to, like, inhabit the truth. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already got now, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay, so I think we're gonna look at the mirror again. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach
Nothing
forward
happens.
and rub
Okay.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
So as we know now, because we played the other ending, the mirror, the narrator didn't make the mirror go away. The mirror is just an expression of the entity. The narrator actually has no control over it. So the paranoid is just being paranoid here. Okay. Let's save it here because I don't want to reset very far. Okay, let's enter the basement without the blade.
We should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper.
If Voice of the Smitten led to a loving ghost, loving princess, then the Voice of the Paranoid should lead toward a scared princess, or at least a violent one. I feel like having a knife would only make things worse. It would exacerbate the problem.
You cross over the threshold
Ew.
and onto a series of isolated steps.
Blank from Ed, Edd and Eddy? Down, down,
More
down,
eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
down, 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 down.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
We're not gonna slay her, obviously. The goal now is never kill the princess.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Well, your actions do influence her, but what does that mean? But does that mean she'll be like you? Your actions influence her, but does that mean she would be like you? Well, not us directly. She's more like she's a reflection of the voice of that branch. So we have the voice of the paranoid right now. So she is probably the paranoid princess, or at least she's vengeful. I'm gonna talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're being such a pessimist. Step off the void between the stairs. Continue down the stairs in silence. Let's... Would she want to talk, or does she want obedience? I'm trying to debate this. It's either continue down the stairs in silence, like obedience, versus like, I'm gonna talk to her, so like understanding. Maybe understanding is the way to go. Save her while she's paranoid and subvert her expectations. Geargate, damn, you're on a roll today, dude. That's funny.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
Yeah, well, neither will be dying
Something
again, so...
tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. What seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Okay, so there's eyes everywhere, but there are two set of eyes over here. Or, well, I guess there's side of eyes everywhere, huh?
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Do we go left or right? Nothing in the game has ever indicated, like, a direction. The closest thing would be that the knife is always on the right side of the basement, but the mirror is always on the left side. So I guess if we pick a direction, the left side would be the path of the entity? That's the only, like, directional thing I've even seen so far.
Reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Go left, go right, do nothing, go back the way you came. I'm gonna stand... Yeah, the only directional thing, left or right, in this whole game is... Well, there's a couple of things. There's the knife on the right, the mirror on the left. The princess is always jailed on my left side, her right hand. So that makes me think, well, fuck, I don't know. I think we should go left. I think that's the direction of the entity.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Oh, Jesus, she looks like a fucking baby.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
Okay, so bringing the knife would have been dumb, I think.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your
Jesus,
blood begins to
static noise. Oh my
coagulate.
god.
It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I mean, I think I would rather have nerves before liver, but okay.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
Jesus, sorry.
Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Sorry, I skipped past the dialogue as soon as I clicked. It, like, appeared a new thing, sorry.
You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
I'm not skipping anything. That's just the way the dialogue is.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Nerves, heart.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Liver, nerves. She isn't attacking us. Lungs. Why?
This route is much more interesting than the love route, okay? That was so fucking loud. Yeah, imagine my ears. This route is much more interesting than the love route, for sure.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen.
Talk to her, for the love of God.
It's my fault. Doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Oh, there we go. Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic, you know that. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even. No, she would hate that. Remain with your nightmare. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. Let's get out of here. Leave together. Find you win. I'll let you leave. Leave together. She would hate the idea because we abandoned her, right? That's how this all started. She's called the nightmare for a reason. Jesus. Because we abandoned her last time. We left her locked in the basement and we left. And we locked the door behind us. So she's not going to be like friends. What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Okay. So she needs me alive, not dead, and to go with her through the door in order to leave. And we have to fight the narrator the whole time, who's gonna like shut doors and shit on us. So how do we... If you need me alive, then why didn't you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you just try being nice to me? Because we weren't nice to her, right? I know she's gonna say because we weren't nice to her, but let's do it anyway.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Or that.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Okay. Ah, she must be cancer. Shutting down your organ is so like them. You wanted to work together. Can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Okay. So let's not remain in the nightmare. Do we say, let's get out of here. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Leave together. I think that's the correct answer. I think she wants to be in total control in this route. I think she wants to be... yeah, just in full control. I think we just let her win. Or do we? Or is that too like, fine, you win, I'll let you leave? She might be angry at that, but let's do it.
What? No!
I knew you'd come around.
Jesus.
Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Okay, my right ear does not enjoy it. I'm gonna get like tinnitus after this. Ugh.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and...
Oh, here comes the narrator fight.
You could just wrest control away from us. This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
Oh, paranoid! He's gonna be the hero!
Shit.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
Finally, I say what she wanted me to say, and she's like, fine, if that's what you want.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it.
Oh, I'm so happy I didn't bring down the dagger.
But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out.
Oh, paranoid, no! Don't betray us, bitch. We almost have the ending.
Not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive.
Good job, hero.
Right.
Heart, liver, lungs.
Lungs. Liver.
Oh, it's slower this time.
Heart.
Step onto the stairs and follow the princess.
Nerves. You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it?
Yes.
At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there.
So the narrator's gonna try to like throw me off, right?
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open.
That was funny. It's like she like broke her neck looking back at you as she opened the door. That's funny.
Forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet. There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive.
Paranoid. I think this is my favorite voice so far. Gary, you've only seen 2 voices. I think I like this guy a lot because he is like pure self-preservation. He's like coming out for us, keeping our body alive, and he's like doing anything he can, even if it means like we're obviously not going to listen to him. We're going to keep the princess. We're not going to take the knife. But I really like this voice so far.
Heart. Liver?
It was lungs!
Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No, no, no! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I?
Paranoid is definitely one of the coolest. Well, I don't know if he's the coolest, but he's definitely the most relatable. Again, I am a very neurotic person, so this is like, this guy is like right up my alley. You know, I'm gonna be honest, chat, in a survival situation, I would be the paranoid one. I would absolutely be like the, well, we don't need to go anywhere, we're just gonna die. I would be that guy. I know me.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
What's she gonna do?
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again.
Well, solves that problem.
Stabbing her in the back? I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. So I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter. I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Step into the world. I think we win.
Twists in
We do!
your hand,
I got an achievement.
revealing the forested path beyond the cabin.
You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone.
Why are you so quiet?
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
Sleepy J is playing Monster Hunter World. Oh, I know that VTuber. She's not called Sleepy J, but I know her.
But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Sweet, we win the route. This is good. It looks creepy, Chad, don't worry, but it's good. You do not have the opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it left something else in her stead.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Let's approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
It's calling us.
And not in a good way.
Okay, that's fine. We like this. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
It's calling us.
And not in a good way.
Well, thanks for repeating that twice. Gary's so paranoid he wouldn't drink the Kool-Aid, afraid of he was allergic to it. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Are we gonna be like more human now? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Still the same thing. It's you. Hi, me. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Oh, all right. Let's talk to the entity.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
So last time we gave her smitten. This time we give her paranoia. Hey, you want to keep playing on one save if you want to progress? Are you shitting me? Really? Okay, thank you. That is very, very good to know. Thank you. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what? Send me to slay the princess. Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives.
Okay, I think what happened is we did a different save, and yeah, that wasn't supposed to be like this. I think it's supposed to have like a different thing, because you can see we have two separate saves now, but they're not on the same path. So I think here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, chat. We're gonna play this game tomorrow. We're gonna end the stream here, okay? I'm gonna play through on this save through the whole love route again until we are about to look into the mirror for the then second time, and we're gonna pick that up tomorrow, okay? I stream every single day at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, so 3 hours ago tomorrow, okay? Thank you for following! Come here, you little ankle biter, you little bitch. Mwah. Welcome. Thank you. All right, everyone, we're gonna stream this tomorrow. Eeveeps! We're gonna stream this tomorrow. I'm gonna play on my own until we get to the mirror, so nothing new happens off stream. And we're gonna look at the entity again tomorrow, and we're probably gonna finish the game tomorrow in like 3 more hours or something. Anyway, have a good night. Have a good evening. I'm just gonna leave you with this music for a bit while I get things set up on my end. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Thank you for following. Mwah. Really? The music ended right now? Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. Shit. End of stream secret kiss. Mwah.